Hi, welcome back to my channel and back to my room. I'm no longer house sitting. Today we're going to be taking a look at Star Wars The Mandalorian R5-D4. Star Wars The Black Series, rather. R5-D4. This is from the Mandalorian show during season 3. I love this figure. I love what they did with the character. I love that they made him, this scared robot who comes into his own as the show goes on. But let's go ahead and look at this box here. You do get that art, and unfortunately, I don't keep boxes, but just imagine the boxes all line up and you can see all the characters together. His biography here says a battered astromech droid, R5-D4, has had a long operational span bouncing around various owners on Tatooine for decades. Now he resides in Docking Bay 3-5 of Mos Eisley Spaceport in Paley-Moto's employ. And that's where we find him in the show. And basically, he gets hired by the Mandalorian because he needs to get onto Mandalore and needs a droid to go out there first to make sure it's breathable. And he actually gets a small little character arc. I was actually quite impressed by what they did and where they went with him. And I do dig this figure. I waited a year so he would be, well, about a year, so he'd be on good discount for me because I'm not spending $24 on a droid. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and get open. Now I have already opened this. I've played with it. The only thing I haven't done is attached all of his bits and pieces, and we'll do that together. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so here we have R5-D4 outside the box, and as you can see here, he is quite faithful to his original design from the 1977 Star Wars: A New Hope, whatever you want to call it, movie. I do think he looks fantastic now. A lot of people have said online they wish he was a little bit more weathered, and I can agree with that. But I think after what happens to Mandalore, that Din Djarin would clean the guy up, and he does look great. He's got his three eyes and that confused couple buttons down here that look like he's making like a scared smirk. He does get full rotation on there. He does get that lovely red and white with the blue. Very patriotic when you think about it. His leg here, for me, this leg was very hard to get out. I almost have to pry it out. I don't have small fingers and I don't have fingernails, but it is there and it can rotate. Everything here is very articulated. I'm very impressed by just how wonderful of a figure this is. I do wish it had some sort of clicking mechanism so you can make like the droid noises like the old school astromechs did. And I had his original figure. I don't know what sibling I gave it to, but I did have it at one point. I don't know where I want to talk about next on this. There's so much to talk about. Again, the articulation's insane. Like this foot can move, rotate. These feet can go up and down. You do get the full head rotation. You also get, and let's see if I can do this because again, I don't have fingernails. So when I first did this, I actually used a pin. Yeah, there we go. So his grabber things can come out. And because of how he integrates his accessories, these pieces also will pop out as well. Let's see if I can get him to do it. Again, not having fingernails makes it a little bit hard. But yeah, these pop open. And this allows you to use his different accessories pretending that they actually pop out of them. They're not molded in. There's little ports that you can plug them into. But yeah, as you can see, I can't. There we go. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, just even little details like that just give this figure just that much of an oomph factor. And he has another one that opens up as well. This one here will actually come out, so you can place that bad motivator. Once it's out, it doesn't like to stay in, so do be very careful, as you can lose it. Let's go ahead and plug in that motivator real quick. And these accessories are tiny, and I'll show you them in a second. But yeah, so now he's got his bad motivator. And it's a cool little feature. I mean, you kind of expect it when it comes to when you have R5-D4. That's like his biggest known thing is his head pops off that little panel, and that's why he doesn't get sold to the Lars. So again, he does come with a ton of accessories. Now, I don't know what they do. I'm not as big of a Star Wars nerd as I was 25, 30 years ago. So he comes with this bit. And if you guys want to tell me down in the comments below what they're for, please do. Comes with that. Comes with that. Comes with this. And of course, that. So yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to hit pause. I'm going to put some of in just to show you what he looks like with these pieces. And then after that, I'll show you how everything gets. So here he is with all 6 accessories plugged in. Now I do have the motivator up top there, so it's not going to be in one of these holes. But yeah, you can put in different accessories, make it look like he's doing different things. Might as well shut these. There's no point to those being open. But yeah, it's a fun little figure. And I really, really dig what they did and how it is. Now, I don't have any other astromech droids from the Black Series. I do have his Kenner one unopened that turns into a missile launcher, but there's no point to me ever opening it. I've got this guy, and this guy is damn near perfect. When I was a small kid, I dreamed of having an R2-D2. And after the Mandalorian, like if I ever go and build a droid at Galaxy's Edge, it's going to be an R5 unit. I love them. I love the design. It's just cool. So, yeah, let's talk about how everything stores in. So you can store it. Let's just go ahead and show you. All right, so here we have R5, and I've gotten him back to his base design here into his normal spot. And as you can see, there's nothing hanging out on him. So what you do is you actually twist his head and pull up, and everything stores. To get everything in there really good, you can actually remove the whole head fully to do so. But I will tell you, some of these pieces don't like to stay in as much as the others. So your mileage may vary on how well these store. You might want to just use the classic Ziploc baggie method if you're not keeping the box and clamshell. So yeah. And yeah, as you can see, just trying to show you just how difficult that is. Now the motivator fell out. Shit. So yeah, I got to find where that dropped to now. But yeah, just to show you how everything stores, and it does look good. Now, I will not suggest that you do this permanently. Again, some of the pieces are rather small, and yeah, shit, I wonder where that fell to. But anyways, so yeah, you just then push it down, more of them pop out. But it is something you can do so that when you do put the figure away, you can store it all together. I'm just going to use the Ziploc method because I don't want them to fall out and get lost. But yeah, that's it for this review. Thank you very much for watching. Please comment down below. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see next. Thank you.